Hi there, this is Carol Gordon of Heart Menders, and I have a great passion to see people's lives and especially their marriages work. So I'm going to do a couple of little things for you about marriage. It's very close to the Lord's heart. Marriage is the only structure we have that predates the fall. All the other structures of life came after the fall and were a response to sin. So if marriage had been done right in the first place, there wouldn't have been a fall, and then we would have had a different life. So I am hoping you become as excited as I am to find real workable answers for your marriage. My husband and I had a healed marriage. We were married 46 years, 1 month, and 11 days before he moved to heaven. But at about midway, at about 23 years, we had a total turnaround. So no marriage can get so bad that God can't turn it around. But it is essential for you to have a vision for your marriage as well as for your life. It's not just something you dream up or what you saw in a movie, but to see what God has placed in your heart for your marriage. Hopefully you can do that before you enter marriage. But God is faithful to let you know His heart in the matter if you sincerely seek Him. He says, where there is no revelation, the people cast off restraint. But happy is he who keeps the law. Now that's from the New King James Version of the Bible. From the New Living Testament, which is a more modern day version, when people do not accept divine guidance, they run wild. But whoever obeys his law is joyful. Well, joyful sounds pretty good. We want to end up our life at the end looking back and thinking, it was a good life. I had a good life. Even though there was no life is perfect. There will always be challenges, but that you had a good life. And that's how God looks at things. He looks at things long range. And He has a long range purpose for you if you will follow His plan. Now, if you're already married, it's never too late for Him to get you on the right track, because I experienced that myself. Within the same marriage, we got a do-over. And it was so amazing how God got right in the middle of our lives and helped us to, initially we just had a turning of our hearts to one another, and then over a period of months, weeks, years, He taught us how to do marriage right. If we'd had another 20 years, we might have gotten it perfect, but we only had 23 more. But in 2 Chronicles 16:9, for the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth to show Himself strong on the behalf of those whose hearts are loyal to Him. So when He can find somebody that says, God, if you can just show me how to do life, I will do what you tell me. And that was where our hearts were. So we began to seek His plan and follow His pattern, because He's got lots of plans and patterns that we can find in the Scripture. We can find our life outlined in there. We can find our identity outlined in there, because He has plans and purposes, and they are established forever for us. If we will just walk with Him, He will guide us, and things will work, and things will work, and we'll have this experience and that experience. If we will follow Him, He will absolutely bring us to a life that is just where we just run over with thanksgiving. Ephesians chapter 1 says, because we are united with Christ, we have received an inheritance from God. For He chose us in advance, and He makes everything work out according to His plan. Now, don't you want to be part of that? So I just encourage you to pursue God's plan and purpose. Get a vision for your own marriage. He wants more for our marriages than we can ever dream. As much as we have been influenced by movies and books and what we've seen in other people's lives or even our own life, we think it's hopeless or it's fantasy or something, but God has a plan. It takes prayer and it takes commitment, but He will work with you, because I've seen it happen. He's done it with me and lots of other people that I've been privileged to watch. So I bless you until the next time. This is Carol Gordon signing off for heartmenders.org.